Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost.
Right here. Let's go.
This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
So the last couple of days we've been talking about Alexis moving in with her boyfriend pretty soon. Like within the next 2 weeks, she will be residing in his home. And the whole conversation, and people were wondering about how her cat is going to get along with his German Shepherd and Pit Bull. But I have, and then she just, on the regular old show at the end, revealed that she said no more dogs are sleeping in the bed when she gets over there. So she coming in and telling him, your dogs can't sleep in the bed anymore. Which, I mean, he probably doesn't mind that. But I think the most important thing that we haven't even covered yet is, are you going to put your disco ball in his living room?
Oh, it's packed up, baby. I told him, I'm like, there's already boxes that are going to storage and there's boxes that are going to his apartment, and the disco ball is definitely going to the apartment. What I might do is I might not put it in the apartment, but it's going to be on the balcony.
Why would you have a disco ball on the balcony?
Because his balcony is huge, and so we can have night parties in the balcony.
Yeah, because the way you describe his apartment, it's new.
Yeah, it's brand new.
And it's modern and seems to be sophisticated,
Yeah, like luxury
and all of
type.
that, like a place that nobody would ever consider decorating it with a disco ball. Mm-hmm. Like it's a little bit too swanky for that.
Yeah.
Yet, country comes to town. Whenever you move over there, you're gonna put that disco ball up somewhere.
Of course.
Really?
Yeah.
What, Riggins? You don't think she's gonna
I
do any
already
of
planned
it?
it.
A lot of talk. It's a lot of big talk.
Okay, you guys will see the video.
And do you think the whole thing about the dogs in the bed happened the way she said? I've already told him no dogs in the bed, or they just had a conversation and she was like, "Do you mind?"
He takes them off the bed when I go over there.
Yeah. But you demanded it like that?
Because he sees that they take up too much space, and then I have no space at all because it's him and the two dogs.
Okay, well, if he sees it, then you didn't have to demand it. He probably just did it on his own.
No, I
right?
asked
So why are
him.
you talking shit?
Because when I first started going over there, the dogs wouldn't really listen to me, so he had to start telling them to get off the bed. Now they listen to me.
They'll find it's a king size bed. You'll have room for two people and the two dogs at the foot of the bed.
I promise you don't. They're huge.
And doesn't your cat sleep with you now?
Sometimes.
No.
She has her own spots, though, throughout the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot
But-
of this.
Yeah.
It's all right. You'll see.
But he's
I'm a
so
Leo,
nice.
honey.
He's so nice, though. He probably won't balk at any of it. He's probably like, "That's fine, it's fine." But inside, it'll be eating him up,
No.
and that's the worst. When you're doing stuff that makes your man just, basically do nothing but bottle things up to keep from going off on you, and saying, "No, don't take my life away. You don't have to come in here and take over."
Listen, I didn't have to move in, okay? He was the one that also wanted it.
So you're
That
doing
doesn't
him
mean
a
you come
favor by moving in?
Just,
No, but it
because
was-
he wanted you there doesn't mean he wants you to come in and start demanding everything.
Yeah, well, but he knows what makes me feel comfortable, and it would be the same if he was moving into my place. I would want him to feel comfortable, so I'm going to do whatever is going to make him comfortable.
But he wouldn't come in making demands.
Yes, he would.
No.
Yes, he would.
He wouldn't.
You don't hang out with him
I
every
know
day.
him.
I do.
I know that sweet man.
Oh, shut up.
I know which one of you is ruder to me, and it is not him.
Yeah, because he doesn't.
It is not he.
If he was to hear stuff you say about dogs, he might.
I thought you went and told him everything I
I do,
said
but I don't
about
tell
pit
him
bulls.
everything you say because I don't want him to just completely lose this image that he has of you, you know?
Yeah, he likes me.
Exactly, that he likes you. So I don't tell him everything that you say.
Well, I mean, all I say are the statistics. That's it.
Oh, I didn't know what you guys were referring to.
She's talking about the pit bull thing.
Yeah, I got you.
But still, I mean, So, Riggins, you think that she didn't come in making demands? It's just stuff that's happening, and then he's nice enough to say this or that, and then now she's acting like she's making demands.
She talks like she's like 10 feet tall.
I am on the inside.
You're a teddy bear, a little kitten. I don't believe any of that hard talk bullshit.
All right, ask
Yeah.
him.
You know, acting like she's Betty Badass up in there.
I think she does, but everything, all the signs have been pointing to, she talked all this game, and every one of those things that she said, I will never stand for this. She's done a 180.
Because love does something to you.
And as
you
it
know,
should.
it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you a dumb person or a weak person, but it's like, I don't know. It's
Look at what happened with Ace. He had just completely, after his divorce, decided that he was turning gay. And then he met Amanda, and she turned him back.
I'm not gay no more.
That's right.
I am delivered.
So, you know, you had all these rules and everything, and you meet the right guy.
Yeah.
He's sweet to you, and he loves you. You love him, and so now, you know, bye-bye disco ball.
He likes a disco ball.
No, he does.
Yes, he does.
He's not going to want that in his house.
Yes, he will.
Not if he's got as nice of an apartment and all as you say. He's not going to want that.
It's on his
I
balcony.
mean, you can see-
disco ball party on the balcony.
You can see how neatly he dresses all the time, and know that he doesn't want a bunch of, you know, unnecessary. He's a less is more kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does he have messes and stuff strewn about in his
Doesn't have
apartment?
messes, but he has
and
a
all that?
lot of things that we have to get rid of. He does have a lot of things in his apartment.
But are they in their place and all of that?
No,
or-
actually,
Right.
he's had a mattress in his living room since he moved in.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, but I
So
thought
let's
you
not
said
do
he
all
was,
that.
Wait, but you're the one that said he was all OCD and everything.
Yeah,
and
he
organized.
cleans and everything, but that mattress has been in there because we didn't know what we were going to do with it. So the mattress, the headboard, and everything have been in the living room
Wow.
since he moved in.
Let's not judge people with mattresses in the living room now. My feelings about to get hurt. That doesn't mean you a dumb or dirty person. I've been there.
He's
Well,
not OCD
okay.
though to that point. If he was able to like go in through his apartment every day and see it there.
But if you get a woman to move into your place, you're wanting her to do the opposite. You're not expecting her to bring in a bunch of messy, goofy looking stuff. You're expecting her to do what she's supposed to do, which is keep everything clean and
stop.
organized and looking good. Or else why would she be there? You know?
Shut up.
Right. So get to Swiffering.
You guys make fun of my coloring. You know, that's so silly. And now he loves coloring. He colors on his own when I'm not even
Right.
there.
And that's why his colors show up so vibrant.
That's what I'm saying.
I think the disco ball is where I would draw the line, though.
If it were
Yeah.
a girl moving into your place.
Yeah.
Well, I think that it's really sweet that he wants me to feel comfortable.
Why don't you just put on a sequin jacket and spin around in the floor?
I would do that.
You look like a little disco ball.
What else does he have out that he has to get rid of?
He has a few different pieces of furniture, like just different things, shelvings and stuff like that.
You're going to make him get rid of his shelves? That's a good idea.
They're like shelving units. We can't fit everything in his apartment.
Oh, that's right. Because how much of your stuff are you going to have to sell?
I'm putting it in storage.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because you never know.
Well, we're gonna move into a bigger place,
Yeah.
like after his lease is
Right.
up. So.
Well, and then, but your lease with him may come up when you don't want it to.
Stop
So
it.
Trade it in
you
for
might
the
have
new
to
model.
might have to go back to using those milk crates as
You
coffee
guys are
tables.
so annoying, for real.
I don't want this disco ball anymore.
It's not trying to be annoying, just pointing out things that you have said on the radio in a way that was pretty I don't know.
Even yesterday, okay,
Brash
for
and
example,
defiant.
yesterday when
Defiant.
remember when we were talking and I said if we both had a lot of money, we would still have our own place. And you're like, don't say that. I talked to him about it yesterday. He's like, yeah, we totally would. Like, why not? Why would we not have two
So
places?
the only reason you're moving in together is to save money.
It's not. I mean, we love spending time together, but it's the most efficient thing for where we're trying to go with the next step in our lives.
If we got married, why wouldn't we have separate place?
Everybody does it.
Yeah. It's
But
just
he said that
odd that
himself. He's
people
like,
want
of
to live
course.
together when they're married.
It's being able to live together, but still having the option of going to your own place if you want to.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's being able to be married without committing your entire self to the person.
Listen, at least me and him are on the same page about that, and that's all that matters.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And he doesn't take it as like, oh, you're just moving it. No, because he gets it.
But then y'all don't need to get married.
Okay.
If you don't love each other enough to want to live together, then that's not marriage kind of love. I mean, that's the reason one would they always say that about if you hire a person to come and make the relations with you and all, you're not paying them for the relations, you're paying them to leave.
No, don't encourage that though.
What?
We want them to get married and have. So if they got to get 2 houses, don't we want people getting married and having kids and all that?
And it would be
this is one guy that I would want her having kids with because he's conservative
Yeah, right.
and raise those children right.
So whatever
I'm
that
just
marriage
saying-
But if that
looks
makes
like,
us happy having 2 houses and we still have a fantastic marriage, what's the problem?
No, I don't care.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care that y'all don't love each other
Oh
enough
my God, shut up.
to want to live together. But you have the option now, and you're choosing to live together. So I don't think it would be that way. If y'all got married, you wouldn't want to live in separate places.
If we both had the money to afford 2 residences, it doesn't matter if we were living at those residences separately all the time. If like we were spending like 5 days out the week together and then 2 days back at our own places, if we had the money to do that, we would totally do it. But to get to the next step of where we're wanting to go in our future and to save money to get there, this is like one of the steps we want to take. Also, we are excited about it, but if the option was that we were super rich, we wouldn't be doing that right now. Or we would still be like doing what we were doing, where I was spending about half the time at his place and then back at my place.
I just can't imagine ever not loving my wife enough to not want to be sharing a residence with her forever.
I can totally imagine it.
I can't. I can't.
It's healthy for some people. It's good.
Oh. Well, I guess.
even when
If you're,
But you know what? I found my
If
person.
you're interested in having a loveless marriage, then I guess so. I don't know how it is in y'all's culture. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn here. Maybe that's a Hispanic thing, where y'all want weekends away from each other or whatever it is. And I think that's not going to lead to anything but infidelity.
Oh my God.
see, he's the same as you. He talks a big game too.
I know.
But he's like the same way. Just
But
like a puddle.
Who you talking
I
about, Jay?
No, TJ.
Oh.
I talk a big game, and everybody knows I'm being ridiculous and all.
I don't know that.
Like I don't really have a media day set up for my wife when Wednesday is the only day she's allowed to
Right.
to look at the news or the internet.
No, but you tough guy.
But I do tell her shut the hell up.
Yeah, okay.
I'll tell her
I'm
that
sure you
in
do.
a heartbeat.
Good.
Right now, you're listening, Jody. Shut the hell up. All right, hope she doesn't text me.
Exactly.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny podcast.
Man, we're having to work tonight on our vacation.
Yeah.
I don't mean to, be a wah-wah.
I won't.
But technically, since we're not working tomorrow, well, not technically we're not working tomorrow. Technically goes with something else. But we're not working tomorrow because it's Good Friday. And technically, our vacation would start in 28 minutes. So now we're working well into our vacation by having to do a show tonight in front of an audience.
And it's a show to celebrate you guys, and you have to work.
Yeah, and I don't like celebrating me. I don't think that I'm worth celebrating. So, I mean, I'm just a man. I'm just a man trying to live life, you know, trying to get through this old world as it throws rock after rock after rock right at my damn head.
Might be a little dramatic.
He's like he's the most dramatic.
Rocks at your head.
Yeah, hell, I just spend the day ducking.
Yeah.
Remember how George W. Bush had to duck that crazy man's shoes when he started throwing them at him? That's what I feel like every day.
That's still pretty awesome.
Just a damn life throwing rocks at my head and firing off a few rounds right at my heart.
What is Alexis going to be doing during? What are you going to do?
Nothing.
during-
It seems like you guys got this.
Yeah, me and
You're
her just gonna be
interviewing them.
chilling.
Yeah, me and Rob are going to be drinking and just watching y'all.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that. I'm gonna get some popcorn.
I do need to sit down and come up with all the reasons why it is, you know, proper to be celebrating me. I need to really put pen to paper, as they say.
You know what I'm bringing in my satchel? Tomatoes,
Tomatoes.
tomatoes, tomatoes. Boo. I'm like, Rob, here, throw a tomato.
We'll be like the Walter and whatever on the Muppets.
Yeah. I would actually like that. I like tomatoes.
Rob, are you bringing a guest?
No, Meredith is in Washington, D.C.
Ooh.
Why, marching on what?
No, she's they had a school field trip.
Oh, so she's protesting the field trip.
Yeah.
She's like, so when she goes on stuff like that, she can't sleep till noon, can she?
No, she can't.
She got to be up.
She texted me at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm sure she hated that.
Oh my
You're
god!
like, you know, she hadn't seen 6 o'clock on a non-school day in a while.
Yeah, the day she left, which was Tuesday, she woke up the same time I did, and she said, "This sucks." I said, "Yeah, I know."
Oh yeah, that's one of those. The bus leaves the school at 6:30, 7 o'clock kind of thing. Yeah.
That's awesome that they get to go to like a different state for a field trip, though. That never happened growing up.
Yeah,
We
well,
didn't.
were
We went to the
homeschooled.
museum.
Your mama should have taken you.
I went to Colonial Williamsburg.
Ass was homeschooled.
You went to Michael's.
I didn't go. I went to the backyard as my field trip.
Yeah, you went and said, "Hey, we're studying hummingbirds today."
I take that back.
Get your little ass on out there with that sugar water.
In elementary school, we didn't get to, but when I got to middle school, we got to go to our gifted class went to Huntsville to the Space and Rocket Center one time. That was pretty awesome.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It was very awesome.
And you were in that group?
The gifted talented class, yeah.
That wasn't a joke. I wasn't making that loud. Rob
And then,
laughed.
and then high school though, well, it wouldn't be field trips in high school. I just got to go to stuff like you got to go to conventions and stuff.
This is a serious question though. Like gifted, like just because you were smarter than other people, or like what was your talent?
I don't know why they call it gifted
a
and talented. It was all
talent
based on
Yeah, like what
scores
did
and
you
it- yeah.
perform
Yeah, it was-
every day?
yeah.
No, it was
There
for
was
the
no
smart
performing.
kid.
It was just something like that.
It was for the smart kids. Although
Yeah. There wasn't. You're right.
No, there
I
wasn't.
always wondered that there was no performance or anything
no,
involved in it.
there were some kids who would make it into that program for other things because they used to focus on talent for that. Because when my brother was young, and when we were going to school in the next town where my grandparents lived, when my parents separated the first time, they put him in the gifted, talented program, but because he could sing. But he didn't go.
Really?
But he didn't go to the same smart classes that the gifted in the mind kids went. He went to special
Oh, okay.
classes for performance and stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of ours was more like there's one guy that was in there that I went to school with my whole life who was like ridiculously smart, who wouldn't necessarily get good grades because I know in honors algebra, he sat right in front of me in honors algebra in high school, and he already knew how to do the stuff. So he would get bored and do stuff like he wouldn't turn in homework or whatever,
Yeah.
but he could literally already do it. So those kind of kids. But a couple of us were in there mainly because we had good scores, but it was more from a creative thing and other stuff that we could do.
I'd be like, does this count as a? Does that count as a talent? Let me into the class.
I want in.
Yeah.
You ever seen this kid work a yo-yo? That shit is incredible. Gifted and talented.
Yeah, there was nobody in there for their talent like that.
Put him in the talented.
Hey, there's a question here that Dawn has that's come up a lot. I had several people DM like, "Hey, what's the dress code for tonight?" Well, there's not a dress code, is
I
there?
hope there's not.
It's pretty. There's a.
Because I'm not
Business
gonna be able
casual?
to. I'm not gonna be able to go home before this, and I gotta wear what I'm got.
I'm
I
wearing,
got to wear what I'm got.
I didn't mean to
Yeah.
say.
I'm wearing Ace and TJ merch. I'm wearing some Ace and TJ merch. I don't know, I'm coming cash. Super cash.
No, not super cash.
So if Ace is wearing a hat, that's super cash.
No, he got that fancy hat.
What fancy
What,
hat?
a bowler?
You know what? He got for those pictures that time they did that photo shoot. Amanda bought him that dress hat, that dressy hat.
You wearing a bowler?
Well,
I've never worn that hat.
that leather hat.
That leather hat's gone. I've never worn that. It's never been on my head for a picture. Ha ha. I won that one.
Yeah, are you wearing like a baseball hat?
I'm wearing this hat I'm wearing right now.
Oh, see, I thought you guys were dressing up.
No, I'm not dressing
Okay,
up.
well, I'm
I
not
will-
dressing up either then.
I'm gonna wear like
Yeah.
I just have like there's a pair of black pants that I have y'all seen me wear 100 times and a nice shirt, but it's very casual.
You wearing
It's
pointy shoes?
It's casual, but no,
Patent leather.
very casually based outfit.
You're gonna like alligator shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be dressed as one should be dressed to be in a nice hotel setting.
Are you wearing jeans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably a shirt with no writing on it.
Buttons
Maybe
or no
a
buttons?
collar. Yeah. Yeah. If it's got a collar, it should have buttons.
Mine doesn't have writing on it. We're good.
It's just, what is that picture that's on it? Like,
Yeah,
Does it have a
Rick and
face?
Morty.
It's Rick and Morty.
okay.
It doesn't say Rick and Morty though.
It's understood. That's the beauty of the art. You get your own interpretation of it.
Okay, but what would be really funny is a T-shirt had collar on it. Like I just pictured
Yeah.
that in my head. I was like, ew.
Wouldn't it though?
Yeah, it would. It'd be hilarious.
I'm gonna wear a shirt with
Recording it tonight, right?
I'll set up the audio recording. Miss Todd's doing the video stuff, I think.
Yeah, that's what I meant though. You always do
Yeah.
the audio recording. Okay.
Yeah, it should be.
I wonder if I could make a deal where because I would rather you take a recording device into a private room with me, Rob, and get a recording of somebody kicking me in the nuts, and then I could just go home.
That would be, you know what? If I could do that as well and just be done with it, that'd be great.
But hey, I'll probably change my mind before it starts and get excited about it. I do with all of these things.
Some people
Anytime we have to make an appearance and work on vacation, I end up getting excited about it.
yeah, you love it.
But it's just a selfless thing on my part. Because I know that it would be horribly stingy of me not to share myself with the John and Joan Q public, when they demand it so often.
They just want to love you.
I know. And I let them, even at my own expense. That's the kind of son of a bitch I am.
That's your own
Right there. That is the kind of son of a bitch I am. Always giving. Always watching. Both of my children are going to be there tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Girl and boy.
I hate those little bastards.
I know.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
Yeah. How
Riggins-
about us?
Riggins, you say you got a couple of strip club reviews?
Yeah.
It would be understandable if you didn't have much because you've been doing all this other stuff, you know. But you didn't. Oh yeah, thank you, Rob. Rob's in there running his hand across his face. You know what that means?
Oh,
That means we got to do a Manscaped announcement.
do it.
So the other day I was ragging Rob about his beard being out of control and stuff. So guess what came to my house? A Beard Hedger Pro Kit for Tech D Rob.
I used it last night.
You did?
It looks good.
You used it on your beard
Yes.
or your neighbor?
Mine. My beard. Yes.
Yeah, so it's great, isn't it? Great, isn't it?
it's
Not
awesome.
great.
As they said, the scissors are pretty fantastic.
They are, aren't they? They're spectacular.
Right. And who were you scissoring?
Ew. So stupid.
You dumb.
You dumb.
He the dumbest.
So yeah, it's got all of that stuff in it. The Beard Hedger itself has the different settings that you dial it up to for the different length of the beard that you want. So you don't have a bunch of guards, you know, that you got to swap out and do all that stuff. It's so convenient and it's powerful. I mean, you got to be careful. It'll shave if you don't have it put to the right setting. You'll do like I did, and it just touches your face, and then everything's gone. So make sure it's at the right setting. But I'm just saying it's powerful, and that's a good thing. It's waterproof, cordless, and you get the beard shampoo and conditioner and all with it, beard oil, a brush, a beard balm, a beard comb, and the scissors. And you know what you do with those?
Scissor.
So it's all great. It's just like, you know, every other Manscaped product. It's top of the line. The Beard Hedger Pro Kit. You should order that today. Go to manscaped.com. You'll save 20% and get free shipping when you use the promo code ACETJ. And, you know, be like Tech D Rob, walking around with a freshly groomed, almost work of art beard. It's basically an art project for his face.
Yeah, it's a good beer.
What it is. So manscaped.com, promo code ACETJ to save 20% and free shipping.
Yeah. All right. These are the one-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country, read real one-star reviews from the internet. We'll start in DeLand, Florida. Okay. Dixie's Gentlemen's Club. Tom left a one-star review. The prices are high on private dances. You need to try topless dancing since you are a stripper and not some show doll in high school.
What?
That's
Daddy
an uncomfortable reference.
Make Daddy proud and show some skin. LOL. Waiting on you. One star.
How unbelievably creepy is that guy?
Make Daddy proud.
Oh,
That's
that's
upsetting.
ugly.
Hate that.
Show some skin.
Yeah.
Make Daddy proud and show some skin. That's creepy.
Oof. Then we'll go out to the West Coast, Lemon Grove, California, at a place called Little Darlings. And we've reviewed this place once before, and the guy wrote, "You mean Huge Darlings?" which is one of my all-time favorites. But this is at Little Darlings, Lemon Grove, California. John left a one-star review. The ATM didn't give me my full withdrawal, and the manager told me to, quote, not worry about it. I'll be reporting this place in the morning, one star.
Yeah, it's just your money. Don't worry
So
about
meaning
it.
say he goes to take $100 out, it only gives him 80, and he tells the manager, "Hey man, I'm supposed to get 100, but it only gave me 80. Don't worry about it."
Don't worry about it. Oh, all right. Got it.
I love that.
Yeah. Then we'll go to Desert Flame in Mesa, Arizona. Tom left a one-star review. 300-pound bartenders. It's never busy. They hire customers and make them managers with no experience in the business. And it's actually just a couple of mobile homes built together into a strip club. Go to any other gentleman's club, one star.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet that's a sight.
That's
I would love to
probably-
see that. What's
It's
the name
in
of that place?
Mesa.
Scene. Mesa, Arizona.
Yeah, so it's probably in the desert.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Two trailers hooked together.
Yeah, Desert Flame. Pretty wild, huh? Then we can go to a place I think you might have heard of. It's called Sammy's in Birmingham, Alabama. Mm-hmm. Tony left a 1-star review. I do not go out much, but I started going to Sammy's and I meet this girl. Her name was Kitten. She was so beautiful and very sweet. So I went tonight and she was not there, and I was told they let her go. So very sad. Just when I find a cool place to go and a cool girl to dance, now I gotta find somewhere else to go. Why do places let the best girls go? I miss you, Kitten.
Oh.
Please bring back Kitten. 1 star. So, Sammy's, you screwed up with this guy. So
And he's in love, though. That sounds like he's in love with Kitten.
Yeah, I think so. Why does this happen?
Well, then he should try to find Kitten and see if she went somewhere else. There aren't that many strip clubs in Birmingham.
You could probably locate her. Wouldn't be that difficult, I don't think.
Unless she got out of the business, which would be a real tragedy.
Damn shame is what it would be.
Then we can go to Leesville, Louisiana.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Sleazeville.
Ooh,
Home of Billy Goat Hill.
Diseaseville.
Yeah, well, I think that'll make sense here. A place called New Orleans Ladies.
In Leesville? Leesville's not even close to New Orleans.
Yeah.
But hey, that guy probably remembers that song.
Yeah, and I wonder if Louisiana LaRue, the band, knows that he's using their copywritten title of their song.
Y'all wouldn't know. There's a band out of Louisiana called Louisiana LaRue that had a huge hit in the 70s with a song called New Orleans Ladies. Like, it was a legit nationwide hit. But I'm sure they didn't get permission to have their song title users.
Doubt it. Joey left a short 1-star review. This bar itself is a dive, and they have the worst looking dancers in the world. I've been to strip clubs all over the world and this country itself and have never seen dancers as homely as these. 1 star.
Oh, God.
my.
Yeah, but he says that like it's such a flex. Like, I've been to strip clubs all over the world.
They all do that. They're very proud to tell you, like, I've been everywhere. I've seen
I'm so well traveled and cultured.
millions of titties. But these were the worst.
Well, Leesville is also a military town. There's an army base there called Fort Polk.
Okay.
So
He's been everywhere, man.
maybe that's what he means.
Yeah.
He's traveled with the military all over and looked for their strip club.
Then we will just quickly wrap up in Washington Park, Illinois, at a place called Miss Kitty's. Tom left a 1-star review. This is hands down the worst strip club I have ever stepped into. I used to go to a club in North Carolina where the sign said 21 beautiful girls and 1 ugly one, when in reality about half were less than average. Miss Kitty's didn't have a single pretty girl. They were all overweight, all of them drugged out, all over 35, except for one. She was semi-normal, but she kept pulling out pictures of herself when she was pregnant over and over and over from all 3 of her pregnancies. Sweet girl, but hardly the way to turn a guy on. 1 star.
I have to agree with him on that.
I kind of get it. I kind of get
You
that
want to see me when I was pregnant?
I mean, what is the point of that? Over 3 pregnancies, she did that.
And where did she keep the pictures? Did she have her phone?
her phone.
I know, but she didn't have pockets or anything to keep the phone in. She's carrying a purse.
Walks around with that phone in her hand. I wonder if she dances with the phone in her hand.
Want to see me when I was pregnant again?
Look, you can't even tell from the back.
That's how I picture it.
Skinny.
Yeah.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Share Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.